Dear students, hello students. You all know it very well that we have been talking about the new kings and kingdoms. Yesterday we have discussed about the prashastis and land grants. Now you all know what were prashastis. I have already told you that. I'll explain it once again. Prashastis were those documents which were appreciating and praising the kings. राजा महाराजाओं को जो चीज़ें जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे जो बहुत ज़्यादा अप्रिशिएट करते थे, those documents were called as prashastis. And who were writing these prashastis? These were written by learned Brahmins, and the Brahmins helped in administration also, because these Brahmins, because the kings were educated people, kings were experienced people, but still they needed some helpers and some people who can guide them and who can show them the right path. So Brahmins played a very important role here. Now what were the prashastis? Iska one example is given here. Very nice example is here, children. So we will be discussing about this example. One prashasti was is found. Abhi kahan pe mila hai? We will be discussing it further. And it was describing the achievements of Nag Bhatta. Now who was Nag Bhatta? Just see, it is mentioned here, children. Many rulers, they have described their achievements, because the rulers wanted. Abhi prashasti क्यों लिखवाते थे? Try to understand this thing. Why did the people, why did the kings want to commence the prashastis? They have written the prashastis because they wanted that the future generations, the coming generations must know about them. Okay, so he was one. You have already read about the Gupta ruler prashasti. याद है समुद्रगुप्ता ने whatever grants he has given to one Brahman. आप लोगों ने last year history में you might have definitely read about it, children. So one of the prashastis that was talking about Samudragupta. Now this is another prashasti that was talking about Nag Bhatta. ये कहाँ पे मिला है हमको? Where did we get this prashasti? Written in Sanskrit. और कहाँ कहाँ मिला है? ग्वालियर, मध्य, ठीक है, ग्वालियर में वी हैव गॉट दिस प्रशस्ति विच इज डिस्क्राइबिंग द एरियाज वेयर नाग भट्ट वाज रूलिंग. नाग भट्ट, हु वाज अ प्रतिहारा किंग, ही वाज रूलिंग in Gwalior, and he was a Pratihara king. Please remember, Pratihara means dynasty, means the ruling clan. जैसे गुप्तास थे, Gupta dynasty was there, Maurya dynasty was there. In the same way, Pratiharas were also there. And here it is mentioned, the king of Andhra is mentioned in history. आज जो हम आंध्र प्रदेश कहते हैं, children, try to understand that we have named this state with the name of history. सैंधवा, विदर्भ, सैंधवा इज सिंध, पाकिस्तान के तरफ जो एरिया है, ठीक है. किंग्स ऑफ आंध्रा, सैंधवा, विदर्भ एंड कलिंगा. मीन्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, आंध्रा इज इन साउथ, सैंधवा इज इन वेस्ट, विदर्भ इज इन वेस्ट, parts of Maharashtra you can say central also, and Kalinga is in east. Means this ruler was ruling in south, west, central western region and eastern region. पहला तो है, and Kalinga fell before him even as he was a prince. मतलब जब वो prince थे, when he was a prince, now when he was a prince, everybody fell before him even as he was a prince, and he won the battles. कौन कौन से battles इन्होंने win किए? देखो, it is mentioned here, चक्रयुद्ध. He won a victory over Chakrayuddha. Chakrayuddha was the ruler of Kannauj. कन्नौज हमने देखा था चिल्ड्रन, यू कैन सी इट इन द मैप अगेन, सो यू कैन ईजिली फाइंड इट आउट. ही डिफीटेड द किंग ऑफ वांगा. वांगा मीन्स बांगा, बांग्लादेश. ठीक है, द रूलर ऑफ बंगाल, पार्ट्स ऑफ बंगाल. अनारता, दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ गुजरात. मालवा, दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश. कीराता, फॉरेस्ट पीपल. तुरुष्का, वत्सा, both kingdoms in North India. अभी try to understand. देखो again I am explaining it children. He won a victory. Chakrayuddha, ruler of Kannauj. King of Vanga means part of Bengal. Anartha means Gujarat. Malwa means Madhya Pradesh. Kirata means the people who were staying in the forest. Okay, and then Turushka, that is the Turks. So try to understand that which kind of rulers and which kind of people he have got a victory on. That is what is mentioned here. Okay. So these were the details about the achievements of Nagbhatta. Please remember the name of the ruler and on which kings he had won. That is also mentioned here. Now what happened? So children, you can see it is clearly mentioned here कि kings क्या करते थे? They rewarded the Brahmins. Brahmins who were very eminent people in the court of the kings. मतलब kings के दरबार में जो बहुत बड़े बड़े Brahmins होते थे, they were always bestowed with certain facilities and certain privileges by the king by giving them grants of land. काफ़ी सारी ज़मीनें, किंग की सारी ज़मीन तो किंग की है. All the land that was there in the countryside, it all belonged to the king. So the kings used to give grants to these people, to the Brahmins, and जो ग्रांट देते थे उसको कहीं पे रिकॉर्ड करेंगे ना, ताकि कमिंग जनरेशन शुड नो दैट दिस किंग वाज अ ग्रेट गिवर, ही हैज़ डोनेटेड सो मच. तो जस्ट फॉर द फ्यूचर जनरेशंस दे रिकॉर्डेड इट ऑन द कॉपर प्लेट्स and it was given to those who received the land, and those people who have received the land, it was given to them so that they can remember it and they can keep it with them as a souvenir where they can show that was like a written proof. कोई ज़मीन आपको मिलती है तो इसका कुछ प्रूफ भी तो होना चाहिए कि हाँ ये ज़मीन हमारी है, this land belongs to us. So that proof was gathered by these copper plates. बहुत सारे कॉपर प्लेट्स हमको मिले हैं. जस्ट सी चिल्ड्रन, दीज आर द कॉपर प्लेट्स दैट वी हैव फाउंड इन हिस्ट्री. इट होल्ड्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये देखो इसमें ऑल दिस राइटिंग्स आर देयर. कॉपर के ऊपर ना, अगर कागज होता तो कागज़ ख़त्म हो जाता, पेपर वुड हैव डिस्ट्रॉयड, और एनी अदर मटीरियल. पत्ते होते हैं, पहले के ज़माने में पत्ते भी यूज़ होते थे. पेपर लाइक द बार्क ऑफ द ट्रीज वॉज ऑल्सो यूज फॉर राइटिंग. तो ये जो इस्तेमाल हो रहा था कॉपर प्लेट्स, इट वॉज अनडिस्ट्रॉयलेबल, इट कुड नॉट बी डिस्ट्रॉयड. नाउ लैंड ग्रांट्स वेर देयर. अभी जस्ट नाउ वी स्टडीड ना, लैंड ग्रांट्स तो मिल ही रहा था. द ब्राह्मण्स वेर ऑलरेडी रिसीविंग द लैंड ग्रांट्स. एंड लैंड के साथ और क्या दिया जाता था? तमिल सेक्शन हमको मिला है लैंड ग्रांट. चोलास यूज टू गिव लॉट ऑफ लैंड ग्रांट्स. ज़मीन दान में देते थे. ग्रांट्स मीन्स दान में देना. तो व्हेन दे यूज टू गिव दिस ग्रांट्स, दे हैव क्लियरली रिटन व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स आर गिवन टू दैट ह्यूमन बीइंग. Whosoever has received the land, उस लैंड के साथ और क्या क्या चीज़ें उन्होंने रिसीव की हैं. तो चोला किंग्स हैव गिवन द ग्रांट्स एंड दे हैव मेंशनड हियर, दे हैव डीमार्केटेड द बाउंड्रीज ऑफ द लैंड. लैंड अगर दिया है तो उतना लैंड को पूरा घेरना पड़ेगा ना. दे हैव टू जस्ट सी दैट दोज लैंड्स आर बिलोंगिंग to those kings, those lands are belonging to those बाउंड्री बना दिया है उस लैंड पे. किस चीज़ से बाउंड्री बनाया है? अर्दन एम्बैंकमेंट्स, मट्टी की बाउंड्री होती थी, अर्दन मट्टी. एज वेल एज मट्टी हो सकता है पानी के साथ बह जाए. सो प्लांटिंग थॉर्नी बुशेस, कांटे वाली झाड़ी, हाँ, ताकि कोई नोबडी कुड एंटर देयर ना. जानवर वानवर ऐसे तो किसी भी लैंड पे द एनिमल्स कुड एंटर, बट नाउ हियर एनिमल शुड ऑल्सो नॉट एंटर. एंड इन दैट लैंड व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स आर देयर, दैट इज दे हैव मेंशन. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि लैंड इज गिवन, बंजर जमीन दे दी है. नो, दीज लैंड्स हैड लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. क्या क्या था? फ्रूट बियरिंग ट्रीज, वाटर, लैंड, gardens, orchards, trees, wells, open spaces, pasture land, village, ant hills, platforms, canals, ditches, rivers, silt laden land, tanks, granary. मतलब imagine, just try to understand one thing, that it was not a small land. छोटी मोटी ज़मीन पे you don't have hills ना. 100 acres of land is given. तो उस 100 एकड़ में जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं that belongs to that Brahman. The Brahman who have received the grant is the owner of fruit bearing trees, you know it very well, water, land, gardens if are there, orchards फलों के जो बागान होते हैं, trees, wells, open spaces, pasture land. Because if the Brahmins are there, they are getting 100 acres of land as a grant. तो they might be keeping animals also, गाय, भेड़, बकरी, ये सब भी रखते होंगे. तो pasture land है. एक village है. 1 एकड़ 2 एकड़ के लैंड में विलेज तो बहुत कम होता है ना, लेकिन जितना लैंड मिला है उसमें जो भी विलेजेस हैं वो भी इट ऑल्सो बिलोंग्स टू दैट ब्राह्मण. एंट हिल्स, चींटियों को देखा ना, चींटियों की बाम्बी होती है, मतलब द एंट्स लिव इन दिस. Platforms are there and canals are there, ditches are there, all the water producing places. गड्ढे भी हैं, नदी भी है, rivers are also there. Silt laden land, silt मतलब जो these silt is that जो rivers अपने साथ जो मट्टी लेके आते हैं, ठीक है. rivers bring lot of mud with it, rivers carry lot of mud. So that is called as silt laden land. And then there are tanks, there are granaries, fish ponds are there, bee hives are there, ठीक है. छोटे छोटे लेक्स हैं, मतलब pond is there, तालाब जिसको कहते हैं, and bee hives and deep lakes. तो अब यहाँ पे try to understand that so many things, whatever grant has been given, so many things are included in grants. And he the land, जो भी लैंड मिला है उस ब्राह्मण को, ही कैन कलेक्ट टैक्सेस. बिकॉज उस लैंड पे बहुत सारे लोग भी रह रहे होंगे, बहुत सारे लोग वहाँ खेती भी कर रहे होंगे. मेनी पीपल माइट बी एंगेज्ड इन द एग्रीकल्चर, मेनी पीपल माइट बी एंगेज्ड इन सम अदर ऑक्यूपेशन. सो these people will be paying taxes to the person who has got the grant. जिस आदमी के पास के नाम से ये ज़मीन है, they will be paying those taxes. So he can collect the taxes imposed by judicial officers as fines, tax on betel leaves, पान के पत्ते, that on woven clothes, कपड़े जो पहन रहे हैं लोग, कपड़े जो बन रहे हैं, as well as on vehicles. Means imagine how much kind of taxes people were paying. Such large number of taxes were being paid by the people. He can build large rooms with upper stories. Means there were not only one floored houses, there were multi-storied buildings. एक बिल्डिंग है, एक कमरा है, उसके ऊपर 2 और कमरे हैं, फिर उसके ऊपर 2 और कमरे हैं. This way it had upper stories as well, it had the upper level as well. And what was it made of? It was made of baked bricks. And he can get large and small wells dug. Large wells and small wells भी इसमें कुएं बना सकते हैं. People should get proper ample water. And he can plant the trees. Thorny bushes means on that land which has been given as a grant, the person can do any work. And if necessary he can get canals constructed for irrigation. क्या होता है children, sometimes there are big fields, 2 acres 3 acres of land है, लेकिन पानी बहुत दूर है. Now agriculture cannot happen on those places without water. तो पानी के लिए क्या होता है, कैनाल बनाया जाता है. ठीक है, these canals the मेड़ बनाई जाती है, नहर बनाते हैं ताकि पानी दूर के एरिया से भी वहाँ पे लाया जा सके जहाँ पानी नहीं है. And he should ensure that water is not wasted and embankments are built. पानी लेके तो आएंगे, पानी का इस्तेमाल भी करेंगे, लेकिन ये पानी वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे. So you have to mention all the possible sources of irrigation and discuss how these might have been used. पहले के ज़माने में जो खेती हो रही थी, the irrigation that was happening, how was this irrigation happening, and how these lands were used. Got it? We will be talking about that also. उसके बारे में आप सोच सकते हो. You can take it as an activity. We will be doing it later on. Now what happened? In the 12th century, a long Sanskrit poem was written. एक बहुत बड़ा सा हमको पोएम मिला है. वी हैव रिसीव्ड अ बिग पोएम दैट हैज़ बिन रिटन इन द प्रेज ऑफ किंग्स. राजाओं महाराजाओं की तारीफ़ में ये पोएम लिखा गया है. एंड दीज किंग्स वेयर रूलिंग इन कश्मीर. कश्मीर के कुछ रूलर्स हैं, उनकी तारीफ़ में. मतलब जस्ट लॉन्ग संस्कृत पोएम अबाउट द किंग्स ऑफ कश्मीर. एंड किसने लिखा है? प्लीज़ रिमेंबर द नेम. Children, this is not only the name that you need to remember in this chapter. Kalhana is a very famous poet. History में उनका नाम लिखा गया है and many people know about Kalhana. Got it? तो Kalhana, the history that has been written by Kalhana, he has written variety of sources. बहुत सारी चीज़ें इन्होंने लिखी हैं. Kalhana is written. And not only poems, he has written inscriptions, documents, eyewitness accounts and earlier histories to write his account. Whatever he has written, Kalhana ने जो कुछ भी लिखा है, बहुत सारी, मतलब he has used sources. कहाँ से ये सारा मटीरियल लिया? Where did he collect the informations from? You have to mention about these informations. ठीक है, these informations are mentioned in inscriptions. मतलब पहले भी तो लोग पत्थरों पे लिखते थे. कॉपर प्लेट्स, डॉक्यूमेंट्स. किसी राजा की तारीफ में अगर कुछ लिखा है तो इट्स नॉट रिटन ब्लाइंडली जस्ट बिकॉज उस राजा को वो बहुत पसंद करते हैं या उस राजा के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, दैट्स वाई दे हैव रिटन. नो, इट वॉज नॉट दैट. इट वॉज रिटन इन द फेवर ऑफ द किंग. अंडर हिम ही वॉज वर्किंग, अंडर होम ही वॉज वर्किंग. And he was often critical about rulers and their policies. बाकी के जो ब्राह्मण्स थे ना, whatever they used to write, वो खाली किंग्स की बड़ाई करते थे. You just see it is mentioned here that unlike the writers of प्रशस्ति, प्रशस्ति जो लिखते थे खाली महाराजा ऐसे हैं, उन्होंने इतना काम किया, so much of land grants have given, the king has won so many wars. Instead of talking about it, he criticized the king. मान लो किंग वही अच्छा काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो whatever Kalhana has written, he has criticized the king about it. He has criticized the king in his documents and his policies. So here you can see Kalhana as one of the greatest writers of his time. Now, warfare war wealth. अब क्या जैसे जैसे क्या हो रहा था, द किंग्स वेयर ग्रोइंग बिग, किंग्स वेयर ग्रोइंग पावरफुल, दे नीडेड वेल्थ, दे नीडेड मनी, दे हैव टू कॉन्कर ना, सबके ऊपर राज करना है. तो यू हैव सीन, यू हैव नोटिस दैट ईच ऑफ दीज रूलिंग डायनास्टीज जितने भी थे, दे वेयर इन सर्टेन रीजन. उनका एरियाज था ना कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक हमारा एरिया है. एंड अपना पावर बढ़ाने के लिए, टू शो ऑफ दैट दे आर मोर पावरफुल एंड दे हैव कंट्रोल ओवर मेनी प्लेसेस एंड मेनी एरियाज, they tried to control other areas also. कौन से अभी let's see the example. Which all places did they conquer after war? Just it is mentioned here. When you see this in detail, children, it is mentioned here. हाँ, which area हम बात कर रहे हैं? City of Kannauj. गंगा वैली में, in the Ganga Valley we have the city of Kannauj, and for centuries, means काफ़ी 100 सालों तक, the rulers who were from Gurjara Pratihara dynasty, the Rashtrakuta and the Pala dynasties, because Kannauj was a very resource rich area, वहाँ पे काफ़ी सारा संसाधन था. मीन्स कन्नौज was a place जो which the business people, the traders, the people who were going from one place to the place, they used to stay there for some time, and it was a big and happening city in the olden times, Kannauj. तो गुर्जारा प्रतिहारा, राष्ट्रकूटा, पालास, they kept on fighting with each other to conquer this place. क्योंकि and these were three rulers ना, गुर्जारा प्रतिहारा 1, राष्ट्रकूटा 2 and पालास 3. कन्नौज के लिए they were continuously fighting with each other. So the fight that has happened between them for occupying Kannauj, Kannauj को control करने के लिए, the battle that has been fought between them was called as a tripartite struggle. Please remember, if it is asked, the question is asked, what was a tripartite, between which dynasties the tripartite struggle was fought, then you have to mention Gurjara Pratihara, Rashtrakuta and Pala dynasties have fought for control over Kannauj. 3 dynasties. So you have to remember the name of these 3 dynasties. अभी आगे in the pages 62 and 66, अभी तो हम यहाँ नहीं पहुँचे हैं. This is just for your reference. आपको समझाने के लिए यहाँ पे mention किया गया है कि आगे के pages 62 to 66, rulers also tried to demonstrate power. All these rulers who were there, they tried to show off their power. They tried to prove that they were very powerful. And resources, they had lot of resources. How did they do that? लोगों को अब ऐसे ruler को कोई ruler कैसे मानेगा? How will the people give them respect, and how will they consider them as very powerful, and how will they have lot of respect for the ruler? So rulers क्या है, लोगों का support के लिए they built large temples. पहले के लोग बहुत पूजा पाठ करते थे ना. Many people were involved in lot of religious activities. तो अगर आपको लोगों का, the kings when they used to want support from the people, then used to build temples. And when they attacked one another's kingdoms, kabhi they used to attack the other kingdoms, they targeted the temples. तो किसी रूलर के ऊपर अपना पावर दिखाना है, किसी रूलर को बताना है that they are more powerful than them, सबसे पहले टेम्पल को तोड़ते थे. And these temples were very rich. सोना, चांदी, हीरा, मोती, means gold, silver, diamonds, all these temples which were constructed in the olden times, it was filled with all that. Some of the temples still have. I don't know whether you have heard of, in South India there is one Tirupati Balaji temple. So in Tirupati Balaji what happens, the idol that is there, जो मूर्ति वहाँ पे है, it is totally made up of diamonds. People say मतलब one of the richest god, I mean बहुत सारा. And आज से नहीं है, it is from centuries. हज़ारों साल पुराना मंदिर है वो. And the emperors, the kings who have made this temple, they have invested lot of money in this. इसके बारे में आपको और पता चलेगा in chapter 5. Chapter 5 में you will know more about it. अभी जब हम पढ़ेंगे that which temples were the rich temples. Now, rulers who was very powerful, Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni, Afghanistan से आए. He came from Afghanistan. Okay, and from 997 to 1030, 997 to 1030, Mahmud of Ghazni, he ruled all over the world, not only India. कहाँ कहाँ पे उन्होंने रूल किया, it is very clearly mentioned here. He controlled Central Asia, Iran and northwestern parts of subcontinent. नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न पार्ट, अभी जितना भी मतलब सब कॉन्टिनेंट, एशिया के आसपास की जो जगह है, ऑल द एशियन रीजन ही हैड रूल्ड. एंड व्हाट डिड ही डू? जहाँ भी जाते थे ही यूज्ड टू हैव अ रेड. अचानक से अटैक करना, दैट इज़ अ रेड. मेनी पीपल आर किल्ड इन दीज रेड्स. एंड व्हाट हैपेंड? द सब कॉन्टिनेंट ऑलमोस्ट every year they used to attack the subcontinent, and जहाँ मन होता था वहाँ पे महमूद ऑफ गज़नी used to do all kind of plundering. बहुत तोड़ फोड़ होती थी. Now what happened? He knew सबसे ज़्यादा पैसा कहाँ मिलेगा, where he will get lot of gold and silver and diamond temples. So he used to attack the temples. And he also attacked Somnath in Gujarat. Very beautiful temple, children. बिल्कुल समुद्र के पास है. It is just on the sides of river, all of the ocean. And this temple owes lot of history. With this temple, a lot of history is attached. How people had come and they have plundered Mahmud of Ghazni कितनी बार आए. When we go to the temple ना, तो वहाँ पे आपको ये सारी हिस्ट्री बहुत डिटेल में मिलेगी. So when he attacked Somnath in Gujarat, he carried lot of wealth. And what he did, he utilized this money, all the plunder, all the जितनी भी यहाँ पे इन्होंने तोड़ फोड़ की थी in Somnath, and he had taken all the riches, so much of gold, silver and diamonds that he had taken. गज़नी में जाके वो सारे पैसे से उन्होंने अपने कैपिटल को, गज़नी वॉज हिज कैपिटल ना, ही वॉज महमूद ऑफ गज़नी. सो ही ब्यूटिफाइड हिज कैपिटल. अपनी जगह को, अपने शहर को इन्होंने बहुत ही खूबसूरत बनाया. इतना पैसा आ गया था ना. he had taken the money from India and he had made his own territory. And सुल्तान महमूद खाली मंदिरों में ही इंटरेस्टेड नहीं थे. ही वॉज ऑल्सो इंटरेस्टेड इन फाइंडिंग more about people he conquered. Wherever he was going, he was very interested to know कि the people who are staying, the people who are there, उनकी लाइफ कैसी है, वो क्या खाते हैं, क्या पहनते हैं. मतलब he was very interested in knowing about the culture of the people. Got it? How the people are staying, whichever places he was conquering, he wanted to know about that. And with him, his one of his very nice and entrusted means जो बहुत ही विश्वास पात्र लोग थे, इनका एक राइटर था. हिज नेम वॉज अलबरूनी. क्या नाम था? नेम वॉज अलबरूनी. तो उन्होंने कहा, गज़नी, महमूद ऑफ गज़नी टोल्ड हिम दैट कि जहाँ जहाँ मैं जा रहा हूँ, wherever he has gone and wherever he has conquered, उसके ऊपर एक something should be written. Okay, and he was, Al-Biruni knew to write in Arabic, so he wrote an Arabic book which was called as Kitab-ul-Hind. Kitab-ul-Hind. Hind means क्या? जो India that was there in the past. Got it? The place that was occupied by the Hindus. तो हिंद उसको कहा जाता था. उन्होंने कहा हिंद. It is an important source for historians. ये किताब जो थी, which was written by Al-Biruni in the 10th century. Believe me children, 10th century में लिखा था. It passed from one generation to the other generation. आज भी जो लोग history लिखते हैं, they have to go through the details that have been mentioned here in the Kitab-ul-Hind. एंड इंडिया के बारे में लिख रहे थे. सो ही कंसल्टेड द संस्कृत स्कॉलर्स. यहाँ के जो ब्राह्मण्स थे, ही कंसल्टेड देम एंड ही रोट द हिस्ट्री इन डिटेल. एंड प्लीज़ रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ Al-Biruni and the book written by him, Kitabul Hind. Got it? So these are the details that you need to remember in this chapter. Next we will be continuing in the next class. Thank you, children.